Our sermon for 19th Sunday of the year 2023. Man of little faith, why did you doubt? The story in the Gospel today is rather charming. It begins with our Lord walking across the lake, which of course was a miracle. The apostles were on the lake, going to the other side, when they were caught in a headwind. This meant that they would find it hard to reach their destination. As you well know, boats cannot go straight to their destination. They have to tack and drive from side to side, as they can only sail across the wind and keep turning, otherwise the sail would take on too much wind and the boat would capsize. So they were caught in a difficult place when our Lord appeared to them walking across the lake, which, as you know, is impossible for humans. When Peter tried to do the same, he started to sink, obviously. The Lord held out his hand to steady him and chided him for his lack of faith. There can be times in our lives when we feel frightened, overwhelmed, despairing of the future. What do we do in those cases? Maybe we should be like Peter and say, "Lord, save me." We can feel overwhelmed by our past, or fear of the future, or despair of our present situation. We don't always have the answers or the confidence to battle on, and we need help. On this occasion, when Peter started to sink, our Lord said, "Man of little faith, why did you doubt?" I remember many years ago when I was learning windsurfing and sailing. Both are difficult sports to learn, as it means learning new skills, and often you don't know how a sail works, or what a boom does, and how you handle a tiller. And often you get thrown overboard or capsize into freezing cold water. You have to climb back on board, and eventually you realise how a sail works, and what is the purpose of a tiller and a boom and an uphaul and ropes. So it can be in our spiritual life. We don't know all the answers to life. Why we have to put up with suffering, and how can we cope with despair of the past and fear of the future. On this occasion, our Lord rebuked Peter for not trusting him, thinking that our Lord invited him to join him on the lake, but did not realise that he would not let him sink.